If you've ever wondered how to find local swinger clubs, then this video is for you. I'm going to share with you my top tips on how to search for swinger clubs and parties in your local area and why you don't need to live in the UK to start swinging. My name is Rosie Kay and I'm an ethical non-monogamy coach for couples and for singles who want to start in the swinger lifestyle. On my blog site, ThisKindaGirl.co.uk, I am banishing the stigma associated with ethical non-monogamy and swinging and educating people about who swingers really are. In this video, I'm going to share with you my top tips on how to find local swinger clubs. But first, let me tell you a story about how the inspiration for this video came about. In actual fact, there's two ways this video came about, and the first is this. A question that I frequently receive, and I've received it since I started my blog site, ThisKindaGirl 2 years ago, is this. Rosie, I've seen your content on UK swinger clubs and I've seen your content on London swinger clubs, but I'm not from the UK. How can I find clubs that are local to me? Now, this question got me thinking. I needed to create a piece of content that taught people how to use clubs, regardless of where they live, that was relatable and easy to use. So I decided to compile all of my top tips into this video. And the other source of inspiration for this video comes from my coaching clients. So when I work with non-UK based clients, which is a large proportion of my clientele, I do a lot of research on their behalf. And I also teach them how to find swingers and how to find swing clubs in their local area. Now, I don't get to choose where my clients live, meaning I have to make sure these methods are useful and that my advice is of value. Now, what I could have done is I only help people in the UK, or I only coach people, from the UK. But I decided not to do this because I'm so confident in my methods, and because I have tried and tested these methods myself, because I haven't always lived in the UK. I spent 2 years living abroad and living in part of the world which was not in the States or in Europe. So I know these methods can definitely be implemented. And because I'm so confident in that, that is why I decided to expand my coaching and expand my knowledge, my work and the work that I do and my content, and make it accessible for all people. So once you start looking online, you will soon discover that there are swinger clubs and parties in your local area advertised on swinger sites. Now, I've made a video on how to find swingers local to you that teaches you how to get started online. So if you want to check that one out first, then check it out first and then come back to this video. Now, alternatively, if you don't want to look online, if you don't want to look on the swinger websites online, I should say, you can type swinger clubs near me into Google. But the search results, they are rather hit and miss. You will be greeted with strip clubs, late night adult entertainment venues, as well as adverts for hookup sites and also adult dating sites, which are not strictly swinger sites. So do proceed with caution. Some clubs you will see advertised, they won't have a fixed location and instead will offer events that can happen in any area, nationally or internationally. Now, this doesn't mean that you can't attend. It just means that you need to stay in the loop of when and where these next events will be. There's quite a few parties and events out there who operate like this. They don't have a fixed venue. The company themselves are the events company, and they are the organisers, and they simply hire out a venue or collaborate with other venues. And one of the best places to find out what's happening is, of course, by signing up to their mailing list or by searching for them on social media. And before you head to a swingers club, you need to check what their events and parties they have listed, because very often certain nights are for specific swingers. So, for example, sometimes a Saturday night might be for couples only, or it might be they might hold a bisexual kink night once a month, which is open to both couples and singles. And if you are a single person, then you need to check them out, because they will list when they have single swinger events. The way that a club presents itself online indicates, one, how popular it is, and two, how extensive the events are that they offer. There are a few things that you need to be aware of. Now, do they have a strong looking website, or do they have an up-to-date looking website? Are their events outdated? Do they have current pictures? Do they have contact details? Do they have a strong presence on social media? Because all these things, how a club or how a company represents itself, is a good indication of the type of night that you are going to get. Have they invested a lot of time and effort into keeping their website current and up to date? Are they responsive on social media? Are they constantly adding content? Are they putting up information out there? Are they available? Can you phone them? Can you call them? All these things really do make the user experience quite important, and they do add up to kind of the general feel for something, because when you're first getting into the lifestyle, it can be really daunting to know which clubs to kind of go to, and who am I gonna, is there anybody to contact? Do I just turn up? And if there is somebody there who can answer your questions, whether that's you know, through DMing on Instagram or through content that they make, it just puts your mind at ease, and you know that you're probably going to have a better experience. Another thing to look for is, do they have plenty of helpful information about finding the club and details on how to become a member? If a club website or social media ticks all of these, then chances are they know exactly what they are doing. Now, smaller meets or private house parties are often advertised on swinger dating sites, and these can be sometimes at somebody's actual house, or sometimes a couple will hire an apartment. Very often, private parties are organised by experienced swinger couples who know other couples, who then might invite other swinger couples or a few single people. So it's pretty safe to say that you will meet other swingers. And some profiles on the swinger dating sites are simply party adverts, where a couple will make a profile to advertise their private party. Now, there are a few different websites that I recommend, and there are a few kind of systems that you can implement to find out clubs and events happening near you. The first of these websites is, you can go on SDC, you can go on Fab Swingers, you can go on Swinger Lifestyle, you can go on Swing Towns, you can try BDSM.com, you can try FetLife. So some of these are paid sites, some of these are free, some of them will have links below in the description for you to check out. And very often, if you go on the websites and then you go by search by party, search events, and you filter it down and you look in your area, then you'll find the events listed for you, and you'll find parties listed, and you'll be able to find information about what's happening near you. And if you do go on the Fab Swinger sites, then chances are you will find, again, profiles which are set up by couples who are actually hosting parties. So they are advertising their nights. Now, I know that this may sound a little bit daunting for you, but the more you kind of get involved in the sites and the more you immerse yourself in the swinger lifestyle, the more parties and events you will hear about. So to find clubs and events, you just have to use the filters on the sites, and you have to search by, click on the, search by club, search by party, these things. Now, if you've enjoyed this video and you would like more of it, a lot of the advice was taken from my How to Start Swinging guide that not only dives in deep into how to find swingers in your local area, but also how to find swinger parties, how to approach people for swinging, and answers a lot of your first-time swinger frequently asked questions, such as what's it like to visit a swingers club for the first time. It covers sexual performance at swingers parties. It covers expectation versus reality, and what swinger parties, are best to visit, and also what swinger websites are best to use. Now, if this all sounds like too much work for you, or you're not sure, or you don't want to join a swinger site, or you don't want to start looking online, there are even easier ways of visiting swinger clubs. And if you do live in the UK, I've written a guide to 9 of the biggest and best swinger parties in the UK for you to visit, where you'll be guaranteed to meet fellow lifestylers. The clubs that I cover have been tried and tested by me. And currently I have a guide, as I said, to 9 of the biggest and best swinger parties that are happening right now, and it's available to buy on ThisKindaGirl.co.uk. Now, if you'd like further information about clubs, parties, events, I have over in my TKG Club reviews and behind the scenes experiences of these parties and events. I also have guides for younger swingers and guides on clubs that are suitable for single guys. So over in TKG Club, not only do you get all of the guides and all of the information, you also get to read the reviews, the behind the scenes experiences, and learn about what I get up to at these clubs and parties. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you found it helpful. If you wish to be part of a genuine swinger community, then you can come and join my TKG Club. And always remember this, guys and girls, I can't stress this to you enough. There's no pressure to do anything. Just because you're surrounded by other couples in a club, or you've met a swinger couple for a first date, it doesn't mean you have to partake in anything. And if anyone tries to pressure you, coerce you, or guilt trip you into participating, then simply call time on whatever is happening. I shall see you all next time.